Welcome back to Fresh Faces New Ideas. My name is David. Now, if you like this channel and you want to stay up to date with the content that I produce, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter at Faces Ideas. Now, this video is part 2 of my good guy with a gun data collection on whether it's a myth or not. Now, this video starts with me looking at a very specific study. Now, where I got this study from was there was a Daily Show clip about something similar to this topic. I'm going to put the actual Daily Show clip into the description, but this is where that study comes from, and that's the first thing I look at. So this will wrap up my discussion on this, and we'll go from there. This is here. This is about halfway through it. So this is conclusions. Conclusions. I want to highlight this specific part. The study identified 13.1% of 160 incidents where unarmed citizens made the selfless and deeply personal choice to face the dangers of an active shooter. In those incidents, the citizens safely and successfully disrupted the shooting. In 11 of the 21 incidents, unarmed principals, teachers, and other school staff and students confronted the shooter to end the threat. In 10 incidents, citizens working or shopping when the shooting began successfully restrained shooters until police arrived. And in 6 other incidents, armed off-duty police officers, citizens, and security guards risked their lives to successfully end the threat. Now, I want to be clear about what I was trying to say specifically to this last part. I'm not saying that having an off-duty police officer in an area doesn't mean that it's likely that somebody's going to stop it. My argument here is that the average citizen who just has a firearm on them is not likely to stop a mass shooting, and the data purports to my argument. That's just the way it is. The data backs me up. So let's start wrapping this up. Because I'm about to go into a long diatribe about this. In America, we have a history of mass violence. We just do. We are just a mass violent culture. It's part of our culture. We also have a history of guns. We have more guns than anyone else, and we shoot more people than anyone else. We just do. Part of it is our culture, part of it is training, part of it is a lot of things. The argument from one side of the aisle is that there can be no change to this at all. That a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun, and the more people we arm, the more likely that we are to have people being stopped from mass shootings. I just showed you a plethora of data. The data does not purport to that. It doesn't. So let's be clear. The people who are spending all their money on their firearms because they need to feel safe are the same people who argue that I will not deal with COVID because I'm healthy or because of God, that He will decide to protect me. These people will then argue that I need a gun, I need a rocket launcher to go to Subway to protect myself. Those people are the problem. Not the problem of killing people, but they're the reason these type of things exist. This idea that I'm so special that I can protect my own, I have to have a firearm to protect my own self from all these other people, does not purport to the data. You are not more likely to stop a mass shooting than you are to hurt somebody else or yourself with a firearm. The data has proven this. It conclusively, over and over again, studies have proven this. There is no data that purports to a large amount of mass shootings, which we have in this country. There's at least been 128 mass shootings this year. I'm not arguing for the people at home self-defense. I am arguing that you should not be able, my right to exist should not be overshadowed by your thought that you could be a hero. Because mass shootings happen everywhere. And if you are such a tough guy that you won't wear a mask, but you're such a chicken shit that you got to walk around with an AR-15, well, you're part of the problem. Because you are more likely to die from COVID than you are from gun violence. And you are more likely to hurt other people with your firearm or yourself than you are to stop a mass shooting. And do I know every single law that's going to affect it? No. But the answer can't be, oh, you're treading on my rights and you're going to take my gun away because you want background checks. Stop with the hyperbole. The data and the information does not purport to your side. Americans are dying every day. Americans have been dying for God knows how long. When was Columbine? The 90s? Sandy Hook was 2013. A couple of years ago was Vegas. When is the next one? When is the next one going to happen in your town? When is the next one going to happen in your state? There will be one tonight. There will be one tomorrow. There will be more than one tomorrow. There will be more than one today. There was two yesterday. There was the football player who shot up a bunch of his the ex-football player who shot up his therapist, and then there was one after Greg Abbott said, we will not allow any type of gun control. I will pass a law that will supersede the federal government's gun laws. And then there was a shooting there. This study that I showed you was from Texas. The data does not purport to this lie. And the more you people stand there and say, no, don't tread on me, my gun rights supersede everything else because this is America and I have a right to own 45 AR-15 so I can feel safe going to Subway. You are part of the reason Americans are dying. There's blood on your hands. You're the same people who argue that masks don't work, that government lockdowns are unconstitutional. You are not just such a special snowflake that everything about you can't be overridden. You will still get shot. Somebody you know will probably get shot. A school near you will get shot. It does not matter. That's how America is. You can't lock things down hard enough to do it. There was the one in Ohio. The guy shot for about 30 seconds. He killed like 9 people. And the police were on the scene. So unless these same people who are advocating for every single person to be armed don't understand data, which is pretty likely because that's how you would end up in a situation like that. You've either been lied to or you don't understand data. Unless you're advocating for that, for every single citizen to be armed at all times, and that every single citizen has to go through the hours and hours and hours, because it takes hours, and it was in that clip, if you keep watching the rest of it, to be ready for this. They're police officers in that clip as well. They say, look, you can never have enough training. Unless you advocate for infinite training for every single citizen to find a non-effective solution to a problem that is killing hundreds of Americans, thousands of Americans every year. And if you say, oh, well, this place has strict gun laws and that place has strict gun laws and there's too many firearms. There's too many states where firearms laws or things that were proven to lower firearm deaths don't have them. Tennessee just passed a law that says anybody over 18 can just carry over 21 can just carry a firearm, concealed carry for a handgun. The was it the Colorado shooting that just happened? The NRA was boasting that they managed to overturn the firearm restriction a couple days before the guy shot it. There are weapons people should not have. It's the same reason you can't get a tank. It's the same reason you can't walk around with a tactical nuke. To be clear, the people who are advocating that I will be the one, the people who believe this is your thought process, that I will be the superhero. The statistics do not back that up. There is so much data out there of how many mass shootings that there are that prove that you are wrong. Maybe you're a responsible gun owner. And I'm not advocating for people not to own guns. I'm advocating for that we do something to stop this goddamn issue. And if the answer is more guns, you're an idiot. And you're wrong. Because that's what we have. And it doesn't stop it. So maybe we should try something else. Maybe you should stop listening to the propaganda. Maybe you should actually believe the things that need to be believed. Maybe you should look at the data. And I just showed you the data. And I'm sure people are going to have an issue with this at some point when I, get bigger, or people who happen to watch this now. The data does not purport that you will be a hero. The data purports more likely you're going to be a villain, or you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else with you. So grow up. Stop being so chicken shit. You have to walk with an AR-15 to your subway. Put on a goddamn mask and get vaccinated. So that's where we're gonna end this. I hope you guys like this. This was a little bit longer than I normally go. There was a lot more data and stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter at Faces Ideas. I know more of you are watching than are subscribing. I have the data on it. Please like and subscribe. I want to spread this message. I want to, be able to reach more people to talk to them. I want to educate more people. I want more people to hear the things that I say. And if you clearly are listening, you like what I have to say. So you should like and subscribe and share this to your friends. Because I'm happy to get into an argument about this. Because I saw the data. I showed you the data. I'm right on most of these things. I'm sure you can find data that'll counteract me. Let's have a talk about this. All right? Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Fresh Faces, New Ideas. And I will see you in the next one.